Why don't we do an intro? Just you and me.
Okay.
My name's Steven.
My name's Kevin.
Welcome to season 3 of the Brothers Born podcast. David's not here, but let's get started.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right. Well, welcome to season 3, everybody.
Yes. Welcome to season 3 indeed. You know what's cool about the number 3?
What's up?
It looks cool when you write it. It's got 2 bumps. It's pretty neat. And our last name has 2 bumps, like the letter B. So if you took off the side of the B, you got the number 3.
Like that rhymes.
This is BBP. This is BBP3. That's pretty sweet.
That just sounds too hard to say. So anyway, what have you been up to lately? I know it's been last year was kind of crazy, especially over the holidays. So
yeah, I hung out with you a couple days ago. That's pretty cool. Just recovering from the holidays. I got a new TV around yesterday or the day before, and just kind of been chilling. What's been new with you, pal?
not much. So I was a little bit sick over New Year's.
The Rona?
And then, I don't know, but I was a little bit sick over New Year's, and then recently I got sick again.
Recently?
Yeah, like right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think I have shingles, dude.
Oh. Do you want the world to know that?
I mean, if anybody who's had chicken pox can potentially have shingles. So I do feel like it's more of like an elderly person disease. So maybe I'm like an old man now.
You, how old are you?
I don't know, probably like 65 or something. If I have if I have shingles, I would start walking around. I mean, I have been known to say things like, "Oh, back in my day." I hate that. I hate when people do that. I always hate when people do that, and I still end up doing it.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Back in my day. I noticed I'm getting old too. You know why? I had pizza at like 8 o'clock recently. I had heartburn. Well, that's an old person problem right there. That's not young Steven would not have that problem.
That's true. Pizza is probably one of my favorite food groups.
Yes.
I will say, I was at like one of those pizza buffet places the other day, and it's always a bad thing because first of all, buffet pizza is never as good as like normal pizza, but it's still decent.
Still pizza.
And like pizza, so pizza, tacos, and cookies are 3 foods that I have no self-control with.
Wait. How about a pizza taco cookie?
I don't know how that would work.
Could you control that?
I don't know how that would work. So I don't know. But like with pizza, this is why pizza buffets are bad. Is because like I'll eat basically equivalent of 2 whole pizzas.
Yeah, one more, just one more.
I'm like, especially when they have like multiple different types. I'm like, oh, I haven't tried the barbecue pizza yet. Let me hook that up. Yeah.
You know what's cool about pizza? You know the food pyramid that we used. That I don't think they use it anymore. But you remember how like the top you had like sugars and stuff like that, and it got, and at the bottom there's like the most important wheat or whatever, like grains. Pizza really is a triangle, so it is the food pyramid.
It is.
And if you lay a piece of pizza down, it's got everything.
And speaking of thinking that being old people, the fact that we know what the food pyramid is kind of indicates that we might be old because they don't have it anymore. Now it's my plate.
Yeah, which is cool. It actually makes more sense, but
yeah,
food pyramid was legit.
The meat section is no longer a meat section; it's the protein section because I guess all those vegans are taking over the world or something.
The vegans are taking over the world.
Yeah, that sounds like an apocalyptic event.
It does sound like an apocalyptic. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have friends that are vegan and they're really cool. But if everyone was a vegan, some crazy things might happen.
No, to be perfectly fair, it probably would be an improvement in the environment.
Yeah,
I don't know how apocalyptic everybody being vegan is, except for the fact I just don't like the idea of being vegan. I don't know. You ever had like a vegan cheese?
I have not.
It's fine. You can be vegan. It's cool. I'm all about eating vegetables and stuff. But like, if you're gonna make an animal product out of non-animal materials, that just seems unnatural to me. Don't get me wrong. Like the Impossible Burger meat is pretty good.
Oh yeah, I've tried that before.
I like the Impossible meat, but like cheese, you can't make vegan cheese. It just doesn't work.
I mean, my friend who's vegan told me they make it out of nuts. And the phrase nut cheese is already kind of uncomfortable. but it's cool. I mean, I would try it, honestly.
Don't.
I've
It's
actually
gross.
I've seriously contemplated being a vegetarian. I've not done it. I've not crossed that threshold yet, but I have contemplated it.
Yeah. So my kid refuses to eat different things other than chicken nuggets. So we gave him like fish sticks or like a fish fillet, and we just told him it was like a funky chicken nugget is what my wife said. She's like, oh, it's like a funky chicken nugget. And so now he calls fish funky chicken nuggets.
That's awesome. Does he like it?
He eats it. I don't know.
I went to Sam's Club yesterday, and you know I love Sam's Club Saturdays or Costco Saturdays. You know why?
Because of free samples.
Oh yeah, that's right, fool. Free sample Saturday is probably it's like a holiday every week. I go there and they had this like fish cod fillets, the fried beer batter. It's legit. I mean, it was frozen fish, but it was legit. I love what I don't like. This happens sometimes in the free sample not free sample aisle. When you're getting free samples, you got like some savory, delicious thing, and then they like throw your world upside down. They're like, here, try this weird tasting energy drink. You're like, oh, I can't say no. And you drink it. Then you go back to the next one and it's suddenly a delicious savory treat again. It's like, why'd they have to throw that healthy energy drink thing right in the middle of the two delicious things?
I hate when you get caught up in the magic of free samples and you get something that's just completely disgusting.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, free samples. They're like, here, try this, vegan cheese. You're like, yeah. And then you eat it. And you're like, yeah, that was kind of gross. But
there's a moment where you always want it to be good though. So you're like, this is okay. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you're like, it's okay. I could buy some of this. You're like, oh wait, no, it's gross.
No, I really can't. Or like, I hate the free sample vending machines. You scan your card or whatever, and something pops out of the thing.
I've never heard of that.
That happens at Sam's Club sometimes, and I just do it. But it's like not even anything good. It's like a vitamin. I'm like, free sample vitamin. What is this? But I still buy into it. You know why? Because it's a free sample.
So my intention wasn't for this episode to be about food and free stuff, but since we're at it, talking about it anyway, maybe you're one of these people yourself. I'm not. But you ever met one of those people that will get something because it's a good deal, even though it really isn't something they want or need anyway?
I've met people like that. I think you're married to one of them.
I am definitely married to one. So my favorite example of this, we weren't married yet, but we were shopping for somewhere, and I remember Tasha was like, saw this shirt that she liked. Okay.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, I really like the shirt. I was like, well, you should get it. And she goes, but it's not on sale. I was like, that doesn't matter. Like, just get the shirt. She's like, no, but this one over here is on sale. I was like, but you don't like that one as much. She's like, yeah, but it's on sale. I was like, look, the price of this shirt that's on sale, even while on sale, is still more expensive than the shirt you actually want, which is not on sale. But you refuse to get the one you actually want because it's not on sale, even though ultimately it would be a cheaper thing to buy. And she's like, yeah, but it's not on sale. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand this.
Is that how she selected you as a husband?
Probably. I definitely would. I mean, I am a discount husband for sure.
This other one wasn't on sale, but Kevin was. So.
Yeah, I was on sale. So, she could have got like some, hot dude with like abs and stuff, but she's like,
she could have got Hernando. But he was cheaper than you, but he wasn't on sale.
He wasn't on sale. I was on sale at a discounted price.
A bargain buy, if you will.
Some bargain stuff is weird. Like, ever heard of Good Fridays? The show, not the show. Geez, the store Good Fridays.
No, there's a store I know called Tuesday Morning. Oh,
yeah, I don't understand it Tuesday morning because it's open on every the rest of the week too. If you call your store Tuesday morning, you should only be open on Tuesday morning. So the concept of Black Friday is like it's always like Black Friday, like Black Friday sales. So they just get a bunch of random stuff. I guess it's like overstock from various places, and they put it on sale on Friday.
I know
and
what
then
you're talking about.
but they don't restock their stuff until the following like Thursday. So every day, everything in the store becomes progressively cheaper. But you run the risk of getting a really great deal, like something for like $2, except that, since it's Wednesday, there might not be anything to buy.
I've been to one of those. They call it a bin store.
Yeah.
I went to one over Christmas and they have some crazy stuff, man. Like there's lots of face masks there, like bags of face masks you can buy.
Yeah.
And like the day, like one day it's like a $7 day, the next day $6 day, and $5 day, and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
And
exactly. I mean, you can find some really good stuff, really good deals there, but usually it's just junk.
one thing cool though, we found a lot of board games there. Sometimes you find some gems. Like they had a couple card games and board games that normally are like $30, but we got them for like 6. So it's kind of cool. A lot of times the packaging's just a little bit damaged, which I don't really
Yeah.
care. It's whatever. Um, yeah, those stores are kind of an experience. If you ever have one near you, you should check
Oh
it
no,
out.
we do have one near us. I've only been there a few times though.
Oh, but
Only you would look for board games. So for our listeners who don't know, Steven's a bit of a board game nerd, which I didn't even know was a thing until you became one.
dude, they're so fun. I could spend
Um,
like hours.
So Steven's a nerd. He's into board games. We both like food. What else we cover? This is, I don't know. This is starting
Wait,
off to be
so
kind of an odd episode.
we have Tuesday morning. That's a store. You
Right.
have Black Fridays.
Right.
Um, I found a store online called cheapmonday.com where you can find jeans and products. So, Cheap Monday. Let's see if there's a Wednesday store. I feel like, have
Wednesday
you ever heard
store.
of a Wednesday store?
I feel like I have actually. I feel like there is a store that has Wednesday in the name.
I think it's like a restaurant or something like that. Hold on.
I mean, maybe
Wednesday
Fridays is a
store.
restaurant too. Why does Friday get
Oh,
all?
yeah. Friday gets the fun. It's just fun. It's fun, man.
I mean, Wendy's. That's kind of Wednesday ish.
Oh, there you go. I mean, if we can't find one, we can use that one. That's definitely a stretch, but I kind of like it.
What about Thursday and Saturday and Sunday?
Sunday, it's easy. You just get ice cream somewhere.
Yeah, but that's not the name of a store. Why don't we talk about some stuff we're planning on doing this year? For
That's a
season?
good idea. That's a good idea. But before we move that, I mean, are you wondering where David is?
I think he got kidnapped by wolves.
See, he got kidnapped by wolves. I think. I wonder. I think he had like a vision of the apocalypse, and the wolves didn't like it, so they took him away from us.
I like how everything becomes like this weird, obscure narrative for you. But yes, apocalypse. So one of the things we're going to get into this year, for season 3, is I mean, obviously, I've been sick lately. You've been sick before, and then
The world's a crazy place.
we're talking about the vegans taking over the world. So we decided that we're going to do a lot, not like too many, because we don't want to get it boring or anything, but we're going to talk about a lot of apocalyptic scenarios for this season.
I think it's a good plan. 10 years ago was 2012, and the world was supposed to end then, but it didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because of
So-
the Mayan calendar.
So let's 10 years later, let's kind of talk about it. How could the world end? There's lots of different choices out there. Some of the ones we thought of are, of course, the zombie apocalypse. Really,
That's an
popular
obvious one. Yeah, that's not very popular.
I mean, if there's any apocalypse that Hollywood's covered that's beaten to death, is the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. So
They've
World,
also-
World War Z. World War Z.
Yes. What's the other apocalypse Hollywood's just had a ball with?
Judgment Day, like Terminator.
Like robots. That's right.
Robots.
Yeah, like-
Robots apocalypse.
so that's another really popular one.
That's a really good one. And then I'm trying to think some other one, because I don't want to do like the, extreme weather apocalypse. I mean, I guess we could, but that seems kind of boring to me.
Interesting fact today was a tornado warning. I almost had to cancel this. So I'm down for interesting weather. I mean, I think it'd be an interesting one.
And that's what
Um,
Hollywood's done a few times.
Yeah, a few times. Not as much as robot or zombie, but it
Yeah.
has been a thing.
Interesting weather apocalypse. What else can we do? Oh, aliens, of course, alien invasion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like Independence
Absolutely.
Day and things like that. Or Signs, which is, I don't understand the aliens in Signs, but whatever. All right.
Aliens are the popular one. David mentioned one. It's a little more obscure, a little more abstract. I think this is what his vision was actually. and I think it scared him a little bit. The basic bro apocalypse.
So I'm not really sure what he meant by that.
So I didn't get a chance to hear his vision. So maybe he'll have to explain that one to us a little bit later. But that will be interesting. It's kind of more. I don't think Hollywood's ever done that one. So
No, that's true. So, and then we can also go Jurassic Park style. So you get like the dinosaur apocalypse, which I feel like is an underrated apocalypse. Can you imagine like dinosaurs just coming back? I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that I. It's not that I think it's not a survival apocalypse. It's just not one people think of.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little dinosaur apocalypse or a big monster apocalypse.
Comet hitting the Earth. That's one that we could
that's a
definitely
common
touch
one.
on.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to stay pretty clear of the virus apocalypse. I think it hits too close to home. I'm going to leave that one alone. Well, that one's already happening, so we don't have to talk about that one.
So yeah, it's kind of thing that we're going to plan on doing this year. Is just I mean, every now and again or whatever, have a couple episodes about the apocalypse, and kind of discuss how. Obviously, we're not scientists or anything, so it's probably not, don't take what we say as factual, but I feel like I want to kind of compare what, how likely apocalypse is to occur, or how survival it was. If you're part of a survival group, what role do you play? Just different things like that, and we'll use the same talking points for each apocalypse and see how that goes.
I think it'll be good. And if you have any other apocalypse ideas, listeners, please let us know. I mean,
yeah, please, because we don't have that many apocalypses, and we got a whole year of worth of time in which we can throw some of these episodes in. So
that's not to say every episode will be apocalyptic, but I like your idea of the running theme, and I think that'll be good. And maybe if we do throwdowns this year, we'll make them like characters that are involved with apocalypses. So like Apocalypse from X-Men.
So throwdowns is another thing. We're going to continue doing that. We are going to do it a little bit different this year. For season 1, season 2, we sort of waited till the end of the season, did them all at once. But we're kind of sprinkling them throughout the season this year. Yeah. Just to just break things up a little bit more. And we actually really want to hear some listener suggestions for throwdowns. And if you have a really cool suggestion that we really like, we might even reach out to you and ask you to be a guest on the show to represent your character. So,
and that would be very cool. We would love to have more guests on the show.
For sure.
For sure. So that's a little bit of what we have in mind.
Yeah.
And sometimes life happens, and one of us can't make it. So like the one time David and I did a music episode, you and I are doing this episode. Well, David did have a vision of the apocalypse and wolves are chasing him. So I understand why he's not here. But there would be other little things, little nuggets of fun sprinkled throughout. And I'm really excited. Season 3. This is our season 1 was really short because I'm just doing it by the year. And we started it in August. So it's only a few episodes.
Yeah, season 1 was very short.
Season 2 was a whole year, 21 episodes, I believe. So that's pretty substantial.
Wait, let's give him time in season 1, though. So we had Kylie as a guest in season 1.
We did. It was I'd like to bring her back.
Yeah, I'd like to bring her back. And then season 2, of course, we had Dawson and we had Brendan as guests.
Yep.
But that's it. So we definitely want more of that because it gets boring for us just talking to each other all the time.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I've been bored for the last 15 minutes for sure. Just talking to you. Ugh.
I mean, I get that. I do. What about that demon apocalypse? Like,
ooh.
Yeah, I think you probably don't remember it. You might be a little bit because you're younger than I am. Do you remember that movie Demon Knight?
1 second. There's a tornado warning.
Oh, okay. So adverse weather apocalypse is going on in Florida right now. Sorry, Steven. Please don't get hit by a cow while you're flying around in a tornado there.
No, a demon apocalypse would be interesting. You mentioned Kali. She's not a demon. That's not what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is maybe like an apocalypse where the whole world's taken over by children.
Child apocalypse. Oh, that'd be awful.
Granted, Kali is a very mature kid, but it would be pretty wild.
My favorite one, and this is something. So, a couple of my friends back in the day thought of this, which was the arthropod apocalypse. Essentially, it's a scientific fact there are more arthropods than any other type of animal in the world.
Yeah.
So like ants, spiders,
Lobsters.
lobsters, that sort of thing, right? Especially it's just ants alone. There are more ants in this world than are anything else. So what if all the arthropods or even all the ants, just the ants, like combine together and decide to take over the world?
Or if they like, you mean if they suddenly gained human intelligence?
The thing is, I was thinking about this because as entertaining as that might be, even if they don't have human intelligence, like just regular ants, don't mean giant ants or like intelligent ants for sure, but like just regular ants, like just suddenly start taking over the world. That'd be nuts.
It'd be pretty wild. That's
I read
definitely
I read a book. It was called The Colony, I think. I don't know. I've read a couple of like ants killing lots of people books. I don't know. It's like a weird subgenre, I guess, where it's just like these regular ants. They're like extremely toxic and they would like just eat people. And then like the whole city of New York gets like completely destroyed because, just regular everyday ants start eating people.
I think it have it in the fourth Indiana Jones movie, which is a bad movie, but I think the one bad guy gets devoured by ants, if I remember right.
Yeah. Yeah. So ants, the
That'd
ant
be
apocalypse.
the ant apocalypse,
Or
spider apocalypse.
or just the plain, just arthropods in general, because they all teamed up. That'd be bad news right there.
So that's interesting. I mean, I should save it for the episode, but let's say they all gained human intelligence. It's likely they wouldn't all get along. There'd probably be like spiders versus ants versus scorpions. I don't know. Just like it would be kind of like a crazy world.
That's true because they do eat each other a lot.
Yeah, and they wouldn't really all be on the same team. I don't think, which would be interesting. So,
Dude, cryptid apocalypse.
what?
Cryptid apocalypse.
Cryptid?
Yeah, like cryptids, like Bigfoot, Loch Ness monster, Jersey Devil.
Cryptozoology.
Yeah, an
Mothman.
apocalypse of cryptids.
That'd be interesting. That'd be pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. We have lots of material to cover that way. Season 3, BBP 3. That's pretty neat.
Please stop that.
Yeah, dude, I love it.
Yeah, you would, but please stop that.
BBP. Okay. Oh man, if we had like a barbecue themed episode, we could do BBQ, BBP, and that would be. Never mind.
Wow.
All right, group. Well, this was fun. A group. I sound like a teacher. Let's try that again. All right, gang. This has been fun.
That's not any better.
All right, let's try. All right, Slugger. We've had a good time together today.
No. Try. This isn't working, man.
Let me try. All right. Give me a second here. All right, pals. All right, fellas. I can't do it. You close us out, man. I'm just sounding too much like a dad over here. I'm not a dad, but
I am, but I don't know if I sound like one. Well, I don't know. Let's see. How can I close this out? I've got nothing, man.
All right.
Everyone,
out,
thanks for listening. I know this episode's a little weird because we had an unexpected member getting kidnapped by wolves, but how come whenever David misses an episode, it's always something weird? Anyway,
when you miss an episode, it's like something normal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whenever David had done one, you're just like gone. But David, he just has he just gets in trouble a lot.
Yeah, he's got bad luck. So, anyways, thanks for listening to our kind of zany episode this time. It wasn't really what we were expecting to do, but David got kidnapped by wolves, and so we had to kind of improvise a conversation topic. But it's cool. We talked about food, talked about apocalypses, and some things we're planning on doing for the season. So that's good to know. And then we'll be back next week. I think we're gonna start with zombie apocalypse. I think is what we're gonna do for our next episode. So look forward to that, everybody. And if you do have suggestions for different apocalypses, please send them to us through our email.
Steven. Yeah. brothersbornpodcast@gmail.com. I really want to get some emails from y'all, even if it's not about the apocalypse. If you just want to say, hey, I think you're handsome, I would love that email. I would feel great as long as it's addressed to me.
Well, it's clearly not going to be addressed to Dave. So yeah, if you have if you have some suggestions for some throwdowns, that's another one.
Topics. Yep.
Topics, throwdowns, apocalypses, or if you just want to say something really cool, we are looking for more guests. So, give us a reason to have you on the show, and maybe we'll reach out to you. You can also reach us on some Twitter accounts.
Not Twitter, not yet.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be a thing later this year, I promise. But right now, it's just Facebook.
Yeah, so we are planning on trying to be a little more accessible to everybody. So that's something else to look forward to this year. Some more social media platforms and things like that, so you can reach out to us a little more, and we want more interaction with our listeners. Is what we want. Is what we're going for. So,
yes, indeed.
Yeah. Hopefully, it works out that way.
Yep, and we'll chat with you later. Peace out, homies.
That still didn't work.
Hey, man, it's all good. Hey, everyone. Thanks for checking out episode 1 of season 3 of the Brothers Born podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't quite what we had hoped, but still had fun with my brother Kevin. Next time, David will be there, and we'll really get the ball rolling. Anyway, give us a like on facebook.com/brothersbornpodcast. Give us an email at brothersbornpodcast@gmail.com. And Kevin and I were serious. We'd love to hear some suggestions on whether it's a topic idea for us to discuss, one of the apocalypses we didn't cover, or if you want to submit a name for the unlikely throwdown, we'd be happy to accommodate you. In fact, we'd be thrilled. So look forward to hearing from you real soon.